Hello, my name's Sung Lee, and this is my midterm assignment. And so the first slide describes the general building description. It exceeds the required 2,000 square feet requirement as it is 50 by 50 feet. And it has 2 floors and a roof floor. And so on the Revit software, it shows first floor, second floor plan, and then roof floor. And then I designed it to be like a safe home for refugees. And overall, it has 4 windows and 3 doors and a staircase that leads to the second floor. So the next slide describes the level 2 process map of the model. And so it has a start process and an end process. And so the start process, the next step goes to setting the project BEP requirements. And the inputs require BEP, BIM execution, and the LED requirements, which were 300. And then preparing the project environment, such as project template BEP standards. And then it goes on over to creating the actual architectural and structural model. And those inputs require design requirements, loads, design criteria, and then structural design requirements. And then it goes on over to linking the two disciplines together. And the inputs of that are the architectural and structural Revit files, and then validating the accuracy of the models. And if the model happens to be correct, we review the combined model, the combined architecture and structural model, and then it is the end process. The third slide is the results of our modeling, and so it goes over the architectural, the structural, and then the construction documents. And on the screen is just one of the examples of the construction documents of an elevation view, and or I mean a section cut, and it has all the minimum required Revit architectural features such as a wall, exterior walls, interior walls, doors, windows, a floor and a roof, columns, and a stair that leads from the first floor to the second floor. And then it has all the minimum required structural features as well, which include a column, beam, and then a foundation that supports the whole model. And then in here, on here is an example of a construction document of a section cut, but there's construction documents of floor plans, elevations, all north, south, east, and west, 2 section cuts, and then detailed structural drawings. And then a lesson I learned from doing this whole BIM modeling midterm is I gained strong understanding of the BIM process workflow, especially doing the level 2 process map, and learned how to develop LOD 300 models on Revit, the ability to produce construction documents, different construction documents, including floor plans, elevation views, section cut views, and how to place them on the templates. And then confidence using Revit as a professional tool for BIM modeling. And then also using Lucidchart, another website instead of PowerPoint for creating a level 2 process map. Thank you.